Greetings, fellow thrill seekers, and welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we delve into the forgotten corners of our homes, the unseen, the unexplored, the basements. These brooding spaces, often shrouded in shadows and whispers, have a way of harboring secrets, both mundane and malevolent. When I was really little, my parents would let me stay up late on the weekends and watch TV until I fell asleep. I really loved these times, and I would stay up later than anybody else just because I could. Well, one night it was Halloween, and I was almost asleep on the couch when I heard a noise on our front porch. It was the sound of our old-fashioned porch swing moving back and forth. I was a little scared, so I crept toward the bay windows of my living room and peeked out towards the porch. Sitting on my front porch swing was an older woman, probably in her 50s, wearing nothing but a nightgown, covered in blood and holding a huge kitchen knife. I flipped out immediately and ran screaming into my parents' room, but was too terrified to form words. My parents saw that I was upset, but when I finally was able to tell them what I saw, my dad got really angry and told me that it was just a dream and to go back to bed. I refused and kept crying and screaming until he had had enough and snatched my arm and dragged me towards the front door to prove that nothing was there. I kicked and screamed all the way, trying to make him stop, but he kept pulling me. Finally, we got to the door. He unlocked it, swung it open, and said, "See, there's nothing that..." To this day, I have never seen the look of fear and shock that was on his face when that woman turned and stared at both of us and slowly stood up with the knife. My dad slammed the door shut and got my mom to call the police while he went and got his gun. He went back to the door with a 12 gauge and cracked the door enough to stick the barrel out. He asked her what she was doing, and she said, "Somebody killed my husband, but it wasn't me." My dad told her that the police were coming, and she freaked out, grabbed the knife, and walked away. Police found her 15 minutes later trying to break into one of our neighbors' houses. I never slept in the living room again. Now, this year's story isn't your typical haunted house tale. This happened to me, and even though it was years ago, it still sends shivers down my spine. It was Halloween night, back when I was still a teenager. My friends and I were dared to spend the night in the local abandoned asylum. You know, the one with the boarded-up windows and the creepy rumors swirling around it like ghosts? Yeah, that one. We snuck in after dark, hearts pounding like jackhammers. The air inside was thick with dust and decay, and the only light came from our flickering flashlights. Every creak and groan of the building seemed amplified, playing tricks on our already nervous minds. As we explored deeper, the atmosphere grew heavier. We found medical charts with chilling scribbles, straitjackets hanging limply on the walls, and the lingering scent of something unpleasant. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream pierced the silence. One of my friends, Sarah, had vanished. We called her name, our voices echoing eerily in the emptiness. Panic started to set in, making every shadow seem menacing. Just as we stumbled upon a locked room, the floorboards beneath us gave way. We plunged into a hidden basement, the darkness swallowing us whole. There, amidst cobwebs and broken furniture, we saw Sarah, but she wasn't alone. A figure, shrouded in darkness, stood beside her, its eyes glowing like embers in the pitch black. We didn't stay to find out what it was. We scrambled out of that basement, adrenaline coursing through our veins. We never saw Sarah again. The police searched the asylum, but nothing was found. No sign of Sarah, no evidence of our encounter. Some say she ran away, scared by the prank, but I know what I saw. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button.